So starting off, this is my workspace right here. This is my desk area. As you see, I have lots of stuff to write with, keep myself organized. Business cards for myself as well as Aftan Ci, party band. So this is my workspace, and this is my editing software that I prefer to use. Lightroom and Photoshop. I'm more of a Photoshop girl. A lot of people prefer Lightroom because it's a little bit easier, but to me, for some reason, this industry standard Photoshop is easier. I do have this brand new wonderful Christmas gift I got, which is a external hard drive. It's got 2 terabytes on it. It's awesome. I also have the Canon selfie printer, so I can be able to print on the go quick images 4x6 if you would like them. And I love using my MacBook. It's fast, it keeps up with the edits, and it shows really good quality images, so you know that you're sending out quality before you send it. Not that it matters, but you know, iPhones, so it also makes it quicker to send, edit, all those things with whatever products I'm sending out, because I do pictures, I do logos, I dabble with things here and there, so being able to have that ease of access at my fingertips is great. So if one phone's going dead, I can send it from like my computer to my phone, and if one phone's going dead, I can send it to the other phone, or I can just airdrop it to both, which is amazing. Because photography moves quickly and you have to be ready to go. On this desk, this is more like my decorative desk. I don't really do anything on this desk, it just looks nice. So moving right along. I have a total of 3 cameras. The Rebel T5, which this is being recorded on, the Canon 60D, and my newest addition, my 6D Mark II, which is amazing. It is a power horse. It's an awesome entry-level full-frame camera. If you're looking for a full-frame camera and cannot afford the 5D Mark III, definitely check it out. I got these newer speed lights for Christmas, which I have not really had a chance to try out yet. So I'm looking forward to trying out these that I got for Christmas. They are the newer speed lights. You can use them on the tripod stand or on top of the camera, and they slave to each other to be able to create a flash. These are the remotes that go to them. Again, just got it, haven't had a chance to test it out, but once I do, I will definitely do a review on it. So I'm sure you noticed all of the elephants. So not only are elephants my favorite animal, but I am also a Delta. So, you know, to all my stars out there, ooh, whoop and whatnot. So as you notice too, I have a lot of Canon and newer products. They do not sponsor me. I have bought everything out of pocket, or it's been gifted to me by someone. So newer or Canon, if you see this, holla at your girl. I'd love to be a sponsor for you. Well, you be a sponsor for me, and I would love to review all of your products that you're willing to send. Moving over here to the lights. My light setup is the newer softbox lights. All of them have 4 light bulbs inside, and then there's also this handy dandy net that you put over the top of it, which I do have. It looks like this. So this net would go over top of the light, and what it does for portrait photography is it softens the light around your face to give you a softer look. So it kind of diffuses, if you will. And there's one for each of these lights. Now this one is a boom one, and it has the sandbags. And then my backdrop thing as well, holder, is also newer. My reflector set, which is what this is, also newer. So I love this because it is a 5-in-1, and it's really easy to set up. So you just kind of unzip it, and then as you're opening it, make sure it's not towards your face or near your body, and you just shake it and it's open. So there's, again, 5-in-1, so you have this shiny reflective side, black, and then the round thing on the inside has your gold, your white, and then you have your translucent. So it's really good for on the go. Here is the holder for it. So you just clip it on in there. It's also a boom stand mic. You adjust it how you want the light to reflect on the person you're capturing, and you're good to go. the purpose of this wood, if you've noticed it in the camera, we have carpet. So obviously if someone's coming in here with heels or anything on and they have to stand on the backdrop, it's going to create footprint. So this keeps them from dipping into the actual backdrop. It keeps a solid space up under them. I've heard people who have used plexiglass, what is this called? Repurposed, refurbished, whatever it is, wood. Any kind of hard surface you can afford to put up under there to keep people from sinking into the floor. If you have carpet, do it. Do not let carpet be your excuse for not starting an in-home studio if that's what you are interested in doing. The last but not least, we have a couple of props, which include a stool for when people come and they want to sit down in their pictures, and also a table, which we use for recording purposes or any kind of setup that we're trying to do, and help to create like the background in our setup. So this is my in-home studio. All of my memory cards are SD memory cards. There's a lot of little things like that aren't really huge things, but that's my setup. So I have an easy setup that can go on the go, or easy setup right in the house when I'm ready to have a shoot here. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, skylights that we do have can be a bit of a pain when I'm trying to shoot indoors, because that affects my lighting. If you would like to see any content regarding my setup when it is sunny and clouds are passing, leave it in the comment section. I'd be happy to share that with you as well. Again, it's your girl JoShayla from SevenEast. It's been real. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, leave it in the comment box, and I look forward to responding to whatever you have to say.
Hi guys, welcome back to SevenEast. It's your girl AmberCherish. Sorry, I know that was extra. Anyway, that's just my personality. Anyway, we're gonna talk about getting mixing, you know, stir. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being extra. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about what I do, what I like to do. It's really a hobby, but I'm gonna turn it into a business. In this bowl, you see I got, you know, measuring cups. I have coconut oil. Oops, I might have broke some. Anyway, I have coconut oil, and this right here, guys, this is the holy grail. It is black castor oil, and I'll explain to you in a minute. I just want to show off my little what's in my mixing bowl. I'm just super excited. I have 2 little oil containers. I have 1 little plastic thing. Yes, they're all empty. Yes, they're all empty, but I'll explain to you why. Then I have these little things. A lot of people haven't seen these. These are like they're little lip balm containers. Well, that's what I'm gonna use them for, because guess what, you guys? I'm gonna be starting my own hair care / beauty line. I'm gonna put it that way. I have a name for it, but I'm not ready to reveal it yet. But, and then this is like an empty bowl. I just want to be extra. But I make hair products, I make oils, and I make, what goes in here is a beauty butter. And the base of the beauty butter is shea butter. I do not have any on me at this moment, but I use shea butter, and plus I'll link everything down below what I use. A little backstory on the products. I've been making products since I was in high school. Yeah, and I graduated high school in 2012, so you do the math. So I've been making products like just different. I started doing the shea butter back in 2012 because I think that's when it really got big. I think that's really when the natural hair community exploded. Maybe it was 2010. But for me, when I got into doing, or when I went natural in 2012. And what I found out is when I went natural, I always had dry hair. Just very, very dry hair. And so I was like, I can't find a product that is affordable for me and that moisturizes the hair like I want it to be moisturized. So I was like, whatever, just make your own hair product. So I was like, okay girl, I'll make my own hair product. So I did. And the base, like I said, the base of the butter is shea butter. And then I'll add some coconut oil as well as some black castor oil. And I also add essential oils because y'all need to read up on your essential oils. Essential oils will bless your soul. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, you can use them on your skin. You can use them as aromatherapy. But make sure you read them because some are just for external use and not for, like, to be put on your body. They're just for aromatherapy. So just be careful with that. But with these, back to these little containers, I want to start making a lip balm as well as a lip scrub and all of that. I've had these little containers for a while and just, I don't know why I was led to buy them, but something told me to buy them and so I did. But that's going to be coming soon. The name of my line will come soon once I get some things into place. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you would like to know more, or if you want to know where I got any of these containers, because I know there's more people out here that do the same thing that I do as far as like making their own products. All of these items that you see here on the table I got from Amazon, and I bought them in bulk, and it's not expensive at all. And then I just want to put this out there. I am not sponsored by Luana or however you pronounce it, and I'm not sponsored by this. I paid for these items with my own money. But yes, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, anything, ask them below. And your girl is out. Peace.
Good morning. Welcome, 7East crew. Welcome to Ace Studios. This is my creative space, just a little bedroom studio. And I want to give you guys a quick tour around, tell you about some of the stuff that I got, some of the stuff that I use, and some of the ways that I am creative in this space. So we'll just start at the top. A lot of times at nighttime, I like to create at night. I don't know what it is. All the lights are off. So you see I have blue lights going around the room. And I also have lights underneath my desk. And I can change the color of them. I really like purple though. And then JoShayla got me these cool lights, or she saw them or something like that. And we bought them when we were at the store. And they're like sound activated, so they're moving along with the different rhythmic sounds. Really great when I play people's music and they get to see the lights move with it. So over here on the wall have Bob Marley Redemption Song. Totally love that song. Some artwork by an artist named Latia. Music is what feelings sound like. Piece of artwork that actually JoShayla picked up some years ago, but I kind of stole it from my creative space. Also 3 plaques on the wall, 3 productions, 2 from my gospel group, and my EP is in the middle, along with some Aftan Ci merchandise. Well, since we're talking about the studio, we'll go over here to the computer. I'm running a Mac Mini, and I like to use Studio One. It's my DAW of choice. I love all the colors. It's really, really user friendly. But of course, because I try to leave my space open and I want others to be able to come and use it, I also have the industry standard, which is Pro Tools. I also have Logic on this computer as well. Industry standard Yamaha HS7s are the monitors that I use. Of course, we have the newest machine, the MK3. So we have the machine software on the computer as well as Contact and some other things like that. Terabyte hard drive, external hard drive. You cannot do anything in today's world without having some sort of external hard drive to store your stuff. I also have this little nifty thingamabobber that allows me to plug in more USBs. So I have one going over here to the keyboard, one is going to the machine, This one is a different one that has some different stuff on it. Got my eye lock in the back and several different things plugged back there. So it basically expanded my USBs from 4 to 8. So that's really, really cool. TV remote, light remote, several different remotes up here. I'm still using, when I started recording, I started with the songwriter package from Presonus. And I'm still using it. My Audio Box i2. It's been a great, a great interface for me. I have recently purchased a Focusrite. So really, really soon I'll be doing an unboxing and showing you what I like and what I dislike, or that sort of thing regarding that. And yeah, that's really cool. Always when I have a lot of guitarists coming in and stuff like that to record, I keep a guitar tuner just to have it here in case they forget theirs. I also keep my business cards on my desk, and I don't know if you can see them. They're really kind of cool. They're matte black. They have artist, consultant, and manager, which are the 3 titles that I hold. And on the back side, it has my social media and my website, things like that, which is AftanCi.com. I also have my party band's business card here, Ace Party Band. I also have, who else do I have? I also have the Keys of Harmony's business card here, the gospel group. I also have the company band's business card, because in addition to my band, I'm also a part of the company band. I also have Be Natural's band's business card here somewhere. That's also another band that I'm a part of. I also have JoShayla's original business card here, way back from when she first started. I don't even know if she knows that I still have these things, but I still have those here too. So I try to keep a lot of cards on hand, because you never know what someone's needs are and what opportunities will come in and out of the door. So I do that. Now, on to some more of my gear. Obviously, I'm an Apple girl, so I have the wireless keyboard to go with my Mac Mini, the wireless mouse, because in times when I am recording, I go inside of my vocal booth, turn my TV, go inside of my vocal booth, and record myself from inside of there. So we can take a little walk over here. This vocal booth was actually made from scratch. It was made from scratch. I know some of my acoustic foam is coming off. Just to be completely honest, I'm really trying to find a good product to keep it up there. So I'm just letting it do what it may as of now, until I can find something else that's going to work better. So anyway, researching YouTube, saw this guy make a vocal booth in his studio, his home studio, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna do that. So this booth is a 4x8, 4 feet by 8 feet, 8 feet tall, 4 feet square, made out of MDR, manufactured wood. My uncle helped me build it. I have a glass screen here so I can see the artist and they can see me. We got some Sennheiser's HD 280 Pros, the older version, not the new ones that just came out, but Sennheiser's. I love them. They are the best headphone ever. Got a little light in here in case an artist needs to see something. I also have a music stand in case they need to sit their phone or papers that they've written out, where they've written their lyrics and stuff like that. In addition, I also have one of my acoustic guitars that sits in here, because sometimes I have people who come in and they play and sing at the same time, which is not a problem for me. But I also have my beautiful Christmas gift, my Chaotica eyeball, which is sitting on top of, and I'll just pop this out, sitting on top of my Aston Origin microphone. I love this microphone. It's at a very reasonable price point, and it still has comparable quality to some of the pricier microphones like the TLM 103 or U87. I do hope to get a TLM 103 and a U87 at some point, but when I was starting out and as of now, this still serves me well. So that's the booth. Pop that back on there. This mic stand is legendary. Let me tell you about this mic stand. This mic stand is older than I am. This mic stand is from the Keys of Harmony back in the 80s, when I was like, I probably wasn't even born. Even as a little girl, I remember them carrying around these mic stands. These mic stands have withstood the test of time. It's much more sturdy than some of the newer mic stands made out of metal. I mean, it's heavy. So that's why this old mic stand is inside of my booth, and I'll never take it out. So there's that. But let's look over here at some of the equipment that I have. One of my newest purchases is my Mod X8, by Yamaha. It is a beautiful board. I used to have the Mo XF6 and a whole bunch of other keyboards and stuff like that, and I just kind of got rid of them. Not because I can really play, like I can play some 3-finger chords, you know, I'm a beginner, I'm a novice, I'm not a keyboardist by any means, but this board affords me the opportunity to do everything I need to do. If I wanted to make a track inside of here, I can. It has so many sounds that it just adds to ease of workflow. If I wanted to take it out to a gig, I can. I'm a firm believer that I need to have everything. I want to have everything. When I take my band out, if someone needs to use something, I have it for you to use. If someone needs to rent something from me, I have it for you to use. So, needless to say, I bought this and I'm loving it so far. I also have a Roland KC550 amp, which is kind of hidden up under there. It's a workhorse. It's a workhorse. I've had it for a little while now. It sounds good still. So that's amazing. Some other things that I have purchased within the last few years are the Mackie speaker line. So I have 2 Mackie Thump 12As. I have 2 Mackie Thump 15As, and I have the Mackie 18S, the sub. And it's really, really great. I like them because they are comparable, in my opinion, to the Electro Voice line. The real difference between them is the fact that these are kind of made out of plastic. The Electro Voice line is made out of wood. So for me, they're lighter, they're easier for me to pick up and put on the stands. JoShayla and I have done several events where we've set up all the sound and all of that stuff. Alright, so one of the next purchases that I have made is to basically invest in all of my own sound gear. And I made that decision because I want to be an entity where if I have to go out on Aftan Ci, on an Aftan Ci gig, on an Ace Band gig, I have all of my own stuff. I don't have to hire out. Everything is here. I can use it. I am an artist and I have to travel. And when I travel, I want to make sure I have all of my stuff. So what I did was invest in the Mackie Thump sound system. It's made of plastic, so it's lighter, but it doesn't take away from the sound. Now, they are quite bass heavy, so you definitely want to make sure if you're only taking out one monitor that you have a mixer to run it through, because if not, it's just, I don't care for it. So what I have are 2 12As, 12A here, 12A there. I also have 2 15s, 15 here, and there's a 15 over here, and I also have the sub to go with it. Sometimes I use, depending on the venue, I use a small mixer. I have a very, very small Yamaha that I use. I also have this Mackie mixer, Pro FX 8 version 2, which is cool, you know, compact, easy to use. In addition to that, I also have the Behringer X Air 16. Behringer X Air 16. And a little side note, the Behringer X Air 12, 16, and 18 are all the same thing. The only difference is the Behringer 18, X Air 18 has 2 more auxiliary channels, but they're all the same thing. I chose to go with this one because it gives me enough auxiliary channels to be able to run monitor mixes to myself as well as the band, and just light. Alright, so the last thing that I have that's a part of my studio, which is not actually inside of my studio, is this set of Elise's drums. We use them to track out drums on different tracks and stuff like that when we're building tracks from scratch. So they're really, really great. They come in handy, and the drum sounds and Logic are amazing. So just hook them up. I got all the sounds I need. So again, this is Aftan Ci. Thank you for seeing my creative space. See y'all in a bit.